Morning, sunshine.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing really good after looking over there at that fire.
Oh, look at that. It's like magic.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't got hardly anything left. That's a big plus.
It is a big plus. But you know what we do have? One big mess to clean up.
A mess.
All right, let's get started. All right, so here's the plan for the day. How you feel about being a truck driver?
I feel like I've been getting pretty good at it the past few days.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, we're gonna try to get that pile of whatever it is and as much of that pile of ash as we can hauled over here and dumped in that pond.
All right.
And then once we get that done, we'll kind of start skimming everything up. We'll probably generate a little bit more cleaning up behind these trees, but based on what you cleaned up yesterday, I think it's gonna look pretty good.
Yeah.
She's coming along nice, bud.
How did the owner like it?
His exact words were, huh, that's better than I thought.
Okay, good,
So,
good.
I think we're on the right track.
Yeah.
All right, we got Bubba Dump built there. I'm gonna hop in the excavator. Probably gonna throw that fire together real quick so we get it burning down. And then we'll get you loaded.
All right.
Man, look at that fire, guys. That burnt up remarkably well overnight. All right, I don't know if you guys can see through my dirty windshield and all the smoke. But I'm gonna down stack this pile slightly. And then we're going to clean some of the ash out and restack to get what little bit of stuff we got left burning. That is hot. Straight on back, straight on back, straight on back, hold that. All right, our fire is slowly coming back to life. I'm gonna try to, this is some of the ash I pulled down over the last couple days. We're gonna try to get it loaded up. Oh, that is lovely, folks. That is lovely. Can you see? Because I can't see. I was going to do this because the wind was blowing the right way, but now it's changed. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing. to get this stuff on the bottom once we get to the pond over there, so we're not dealing with it once we start covering it up. As bad as what this is with an excavator and the wind going halfway the right direction, it's even worse on a dozer. That's one hot load there, man, behind the scenes.
Yeah, no kidding. My tires ain't melting on it.
Not yet, but you better go fast. Let's say come on back. Let's see what these tires are made of. Looking good. Oh, I'd hold that right there. I'm in the wrong place for this. But you pulled right up out of there. All right, back for another one. All right, we're gonna take a break from the fire and the ash for a little bit. Start loading out all this stuff. Get us a little more room to work here. Also making we get around that fire a little easier. Oh, that's a good one. Cut towards the road just a little bit. There you go. Oh yeah, baby. Let them tires do their thing. I'll make you go a little more. A little more. Keep on going. A little more, a little more. A little more. That's probably good.
thinking, I wore this shirt today for you. It's the one that I've got my logo that's got the tree falling back on the dozer. I think you need a shirt like that versus me. I've only busted one window out of the 850. You busted two out now.
Oh, I busted two out. What we doing there, bud?
No. Remember hauling the 850 back to the shop or back to the lot? You bust the window out, and then you want to say a grapevine pulled the limb out and busted the other one out. I wasn't here to see it.
Yeah, the whole was no time. That's the transportation issue.
No, you busted two out. I've only busted one. Loader, I've got one. Or no, Bubba Dump, I got one. Loader, you got one.
I think he's only put like 3 windshields in the little bitty.
Oh man.
Additional loads. Probably gonna have to go over and push off for too long. This has worked out really good, except for one small issue. I've been able to kind of sort some of the bigger stuff out and throw it up on the fire and keep everything going. But I know you guys can't feel that. That is hot, like really hot. Like hot enough. We may have to retreat and let it cool down for a minute. All right, I think we're gonna load out this load, and then we might go over and push off all the piles that we've already dumped. Maybe let this fire cool down a little bit. I don't want to cook the paint off a brand new excavator, because that fire has gotten toasty. Tell you what, sitting up here on this pile, reaching out, loading this truck, I have been extremely impressed with the balance on this 235. It is not bad at all. That's what gets me in trouble, is I see these chunks of wood, I can't help myself not to throw them on the fire. And the fire keeps slowly migrating towards me and getting hotter. think it's time to retreat. Alright guys, we're trying to load up a little bit of this ash on this side because the other side got too hot. And now this side's getting too hot, so I think we're going to switch over and go push those piles off we've already got dumped and let this cool off here a little bit. She is roasty toasty, baby. Alright, you're loaded. I'm gonna go grab that air dozer and I'll meet you up there. Well, the good news is we put a pretty good dent in our pile of rubbish. The bad news is holy crap, that fire got way hotter than I anticipated. That is insane. Ran me out of there. Yep, I like it. Looking good, looking good. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. Looking good, looking good. A little more. Keep on coming. A little bit more. Better quit right there.
That first load I brought, you ought to see the rocks there. I about knocked it.
All right, I'm gonna go grab that little dozer. It is just hot in general today. I guess it's the first day of the year. It's been 90-ish.
Yeah, right. close to sinking it here. That soft spot I went in.
I see that. Everything I get in and run after you, there's something rolling around in my feet.
Oh no, what's rolling around now?
Well, the 240 has a softball, the other dump has a basketball, and this has a T-ball.
Ah, must be gunners.
I didn't get stuck.
No, you didn't get stuck.
That's some nasty stuff down
I
there.
think I came closer to getting stuck than you did.
I know, and I missed it.
Yeah, I didn't realize until I stopped and looked and seen the whole tire was under. Oh no, this ain't good.
She climbed out of there,
It
huh?
climbed out, yeah.
All right, well,
So-
I think what we're gonna do, we'll dump in there a load of stuff in here. There's a whole bunch of mud down there. Did they see how the mud was moving?
I mean, I think they could see it.
What we don't want to do is chase that mud to the top or out the hole. So we may bring the excavator in here next time, and we'll take and kind of set the stuff out there. We'll
Yeah.
kind of build a mat over top of it so we keep it down there.
Yeah.
What do you say we hammer down, try to get in there 5 loads on?
All right, that sounds good.
You like it?
Yeah.
y'all can see through my dirty windshield, got basically 8 loads dumped over there. What we're gonna try to do is reach out and dump this stuff out there and kind of trap. It's hard to see with everything going on, but what we want to do is try to trap some of that mud in there so we can get it buried. Is the ultimate goal. If we just keep pushing this stuff out, it'll just keep sliding that mud across the bottom of the pond, and then once we get to the end, it'll pump up out of there or make a big old mess, or it'll end up doing something we don't want it to do. So, hopefully if we can get it underneath and get it buried, we can mat across it, bridge across it, and then we ain't got to deal with it later. Is the hope. Will it work? I don't know. Is there a chance? There is a chance. I do know if we just took the dozer and pushed out there, that would not work. Yummy! Alright, this might just work. Hopefully if we do it right and play our cards right. I got that mud trapped in there, but there's not enough material on there to for us to float across it. So our last solid point is our track mark right here. So basically it'll give Aaron something to look for. We'll come down and dump. We'll get in there 4 feet on that and kind of bridge across, and then we should be able to drive and hold up. This right here is exactly what we're trying to prevent. See, that's some of that mud in there. We didn't get good cover on it. It was right on the edge of that pond. It's pumping up through there. We don't want that. That's not good. So hopefully we can get all that buried. Looks like Aaron's making him a little whoopie-doo section up there. this fire together before we start loading out. You guys see that right there? By Tucson, that's one of our hay bales left. Excuse me. There it goes up in flames. Ain't that wild? It's crazy. Well, I don't know if this is the best idea I ever had. There's a truck over there somewhere. Can you guys see it? Just kind of hoping we hit it. Trying to get some of this ash loaded out of here. I thought the wind was blowing in my favor, but I'm not for sure if that's the case anymore. Nasty, nasty stuff. This is some stuff I pulled out of the fire a few days ago, so it's not near as hot. It's what that stuff to my right is. I just want to get as much of it as I can while I can. That way we don't get overran with it at the end. That been a hot bucket there. All right, that's good. All right, back to loading out. We're gonna swing around and do this the other way. That way the wind is a little more in our favor, and hopefully we eat a lot less dust. Way too well, stuff off. All right, you're loaded, sir. whole time I've been digging, this pile's been on fire. I've just kind of been ignoring that part. We're gonna hop on the 850J and take all this right here, push this up to us, hopefully get one more load out of here. The top side, then we're gonna have to go bottom side. It's going to be the last scoop on this load, and we are going to have to get ourselves down off this pile, I believe. You're loaded, sir. We're getting close to running out of time here. I'm hoping we get these last couple of loads out of here before we do. We'll find out. All right, this is gonna be it. Last load, at least for today. Our goal was to get this pile hauled out of here. We're gonna have it all but about a half load, and we can ship it out of here. Going for some rain the next couple of days. Hopefully it'll knock that ash down so it isn't so dusty, because at some point we got to find a way to haul all of it out of here. So what little bit we got left can go with that. Put one more on them and we're going to call it. It's not even going to be a half load, maybe a quarter of a load. Ship it. You're loaded, sir. Last load of the day.
Alright, 10-4.
Let's go get parked up, head out of here. Believe it or not, I need to head to the airport. I'm taking Jenna on a little surprise trip for her big 40th birthday. So as much as I'd like to haul that half load, it's gonna have to wait because I can't miss the old aeroplane. So kind of behind the scenes, that was a pretty productive day.
Yeah, it was.
I think we've confirmed our pond is big enough to hold all of our debris.
Yep, that's a good thing.
Pretty comfortably. We got all the debris that we have pushed up in the pond.
Now we're pretty well down to ashes and what I gotta push up.
Man, that ash is just nasty.
While you're on vacation.
Oh, I was getting ready to tell him you're going on vacation. I was gonna have to do it.
No, you'll be on vacation. Go ahead, you can tell him.
Man, if I was here one more day, we could really have something, couldn't we?
Yes.
All right, so the plan is now, Aaron's pretty much got all this over here done. It looks pretty good. It's ready for the brush disc for the most part. We need to do all that over there. So instead of pushing it in one big pile, I think Aaron's just gonna go through and push it in multiple small piles, kind of however it works out.
Yeah.
And then I get back, we'll get those piles loaded up, hauled over here, take this dam, push it on top of it. Voila, it's back to being Farmer Chris's problem.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. But now, speaking earlier, if you want to take my design over with the tree falling on the dozer, you can take that if you want. I'll let you have a shirt that says Dirt Perfect with that emblem.
Are you?
I will. That's
So
why
nice.
I wore the shirt today. Just because you busted the window out or glass out of that dozer twice, I've only done it once.
Well, no, one time was in transportation, so I don't count.
Transportation still counts.
No.
Who
No.
didn't shut the door?
Huh?
Who didn't shut the door? Think about this.
The guy that chained it down?
No, I don't think so. The guy that let the blade down after I chained it down. Yeah.
Hey, if all we run on this job, man, clearing is hard on stuff.
It is. It is.
If all we lose on this job is a $139 window, we're doing pretty good.
Well, if I was here, that would have never happened.
Yeah, it would have been the other more expensive window we had to replace last time you broke it.
No. Was that back one
You
more
want to talk
expensive
about
than the door?
It was.
No way.
You also, we know what else is more expensive? The windshield in Bubba Dump.
What about the loader?
It wasn't that bad at all.
No, I don't believe this.
It's half the size. All right, as much as I would love to sit here and argue with you,
I got all day.
I got a plane to catch.
I ain't got no games to be at.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. But I do gotta thank a guy. I gotta thank Bruce for leaving me some refreshments behind on my
I've
hood of
seen
my
that.
truck.
All right, we gotta get out of here. Tell them bye.
All right, see you guys.
If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.